Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, this is the National Football League. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The Titans kicker Stephen Gostkowski ready to do the honors, and we are underway in Nashville. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Allow me a second here to gush, because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jack Crawford drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now the longtime Raven punter, Sam Cook, on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
A terrific athlete, started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M, planned to become an orthopedic surgeon, but being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Double time, double time. 3, go, go. Forward is mine. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big run that time by Henry. 51 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. That time, a 6-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 1st down, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Okay, my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens will take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Jackson operating from the gun. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Play action, it's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pernell McPhee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
You can't block me.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Uses the stiff arm. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
He's not going to get me. 58.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Henry. And some room to maneuver. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 4th down, here's Steven Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll escape to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point try for Gostkowski. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Lamar Jackson heading back out as we check out our player spotlight. And what would you say? Is it the offensive line that has caused a lot of this pressure to get back there?
That's always the first place that you have to look to see what's going on, but part of it is so difficult to simulate this type of pass rush in practice because the speed, the ferocity, the quickness, some of the change-ups and how they get at the quarterback that you may not have seen on film. All that is different. You can practice it as much as you want to. You can even insert smaller, faster guys at positions to show that the speed's going to be quicker. But until the whistle blows and you play for real, it's just not the same.
And not as easy to implement on game day. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Brought in left side by Snead. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the option, Jackson will keep it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson, option right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
There you go. There you go.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They begin with Henry, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill, and his throw here's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. Desmond King making the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, Dobbins, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. from 17 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he bangs it through and makes it a 17-13 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers would tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game, though.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. To throw is Tannehill. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let him know. 58, come on.
Here's Tannehill. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Here you go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Now it's Tannehill. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Tannehill now to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the red zone now, Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gostkowski for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Right there. 54, right there.
Now Jackson on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right, and he gets it down to the 32. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now leading his offense back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues.
Right there. Man, I got you.
On first down, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Derrick Henry muscle his way through a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yannick Ngakoue, just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Tannehill. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun. Jackson going deep here for... This is caught inside the 15. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Jackson going to run. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Throws right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check.
On first down, Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
58.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Tannehill over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Check like 4. Check like 4. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
48.
Again, it's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Cameron Batson there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. The point after try for Gostkowski. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the option, it's Jackson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 61 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Let's go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You got 30. You got time right there. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Tannehill over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second and 8.
Right, 58, right there. Double dog. That's the way.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A first down carry for Henry. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, here's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Here's Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. Back now in Nashville, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. Gostkowski's kick is good, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 53. Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Let's go. Waiting. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now Jackson on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And the Titans getting set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They begin with Henry, and he's got some space here. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll get this complete to Batson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On first down, it's Henry. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
In your face. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we got Mike the 48.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Now it's Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
58, come on! 58, come on!
Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Dominate him, boys. Dominate him.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Daquan Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now, they know he's out there. They've made a few adjustments, surrounded him with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open?
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry, and he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now it's Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.